Hello viewer, welcome to yet another amazing and exposing episode of the program Back to Farm. And Back to Farm is a program designed to talk about agriculture, about making it look very attractive to youth, men, women, so that they can be able to be self-reliant and about contributing their own quota to the development of the agricultural sector of Nigeria so we can be able to feed ourselves and of course also export food. Today on the program happens to be quite on time, as we're going to be talking about the creation of Livestock, Ministry of Livestock Development in Nigeria. This very new development, or rather creation of this ministry, has caused a lot of buzz to different pundits around Nigeria and in the agricultural sector, as some feel this amounts to duplication of function, saying that the Minister of Agriculture, which is saddled with the responsibility of steering the affairs of agriculture, have a specific department that has to do with livestock. So creation of livestock department is going to amount to duplication of function. While some feel we really need to have a specific department or specific ministry saddled with the responsibility to steer the affairs of the meat you consume, the poultry you consume, the pork or whatsoever is it that has to do with livestock development. To do justice to this very amazing topic, it's my regular on the show, talking about Chief Daniel Okafor, who doubles as the president of Potatoes Farmers Association of Nigeria and also the vice president of All Farmers Association of Nigeria. Chief, it's great to have you again.
Thank you, Joshua, for having me.
All right. Chief, you just heard from my introduction. What is your stand as regards the creation of Ministry of Livestock Development in Nigeria? Is this another way to say, it's just like you're repeating the same thing, not just changing the name? What is your take on this very new developments surrounding this whole issue?
Yeah, thank you, Joshua. And for the past how many weeks now, we have been discussing about the creation of the livestock ministry. Can I say, in actual sense, I was even talking about why government should call the attention of the livestock and the cross farmers together and discussed the issue about how to stop the kind of killing and kind of harassment that is happening in the farmers' herders' crashes. They couldn't do that, and now they are creating a new duplicating. I want to ask a question. Will the Minister of Agriculture and Food Security continue with what they are doing? That is my question. Second one is that creating this ministry, how do they want to, because we are talking about in Nigeria, there's no money to pay the workers, there's no money for the wages they are asking for, and now creating a new ministry is having a new Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Livestock. Minister must be there, and the workers must be there, PAMSEC will be there. All this is a sort of, while as the Ministry of Agriculture that this have only one particular this in PAMSEC and the other workers. So which means another grade of this thing is being done. It is good to say, because people will be given a work. But the answer is that the people that is working, are you paying them well? With what I heard now that they are talking about 70,000 per this thing, can 70,000 take somebody to the market, not to talk of buying other things or feeding or going or school fees? So one thing is that for me, I have seen what is happening in other countries where the workers pay their school fees of their children with ease and live in a good, comfortable place. So what am I trying to say is that we should look into critical areas. But if this very particular creation of livestock, we stopped the killing and other things, the farmers had that crisis that is happening, so be it. But what am I trying to say is that we should continue doing the right thing in the right time. This time around that there's no money, as according to them, because up to today as I'm talking to you, farmers have not gotten any input. And we are talking about creation of this thing, while farmers have not got any inputs. So what am I talking to? So what am I saying is that creating of this, if it is the that will bring peace, so be it. If it is something that I feel, the way I feel is that we should look into the crisis and look into paying the the workers the wages, because the workers need their wages to be increased to meet up the standard.
Okay, now Chief, I just want to ask this question. I could remember in the previous administration, they brought about the creation of Ruga settlement. Could this be another Ruga with a different name? Because I believe the livestock department, the livestock ministry is going to, going to be all about rearing animals and all that. And that was what Ruga was all about. Is this in line with Ruga, or they are two different entities altogether?
So let me tell you, you can't, if you create Ruga in Nigeria, yes, some people, Ruga is still existing for years now. It's not government affairs. Ruga is where the Fulani stays, and later they migrate to another places. That is what I know as the Ruga, where they are staying. So is it a government affair? It's a business affair. So livestock department, the livestock department, or livestock ministry will be like the other ministries, which is everywhere. So it is all the state. There we have the Ministry of Livestock in federal ministry. They have the directors. That's what I'm telling you about, creating this very particular this thing at this time when they talk about no money. For me, I don't like it.
It's not needed.
It's not needed. Because there's a way to do things. This is Nigerian money, taxes and other things, people, that is our money. So when you are using the money, we, the stakeholders, should say, no, stop that. You should be accountable to the country. This is not this thing. We must say it. If you like it, if you don't like it, but what I know is that Ruga has been existing for past many years, and it's a business for people.
Okay, now Chief, like other ministries, we've seen where the Minister of Works and Housing has been, a little bit, separated from the other, so that it can be accountability and efficiency. And believe me, agriculture is vast. Don't you think truly this is a right step in the right direction, seeing that the beef you now enjoy, a kg of beef roughly now is about 5,000 or 6,000 as against 1,000 plus in the previous months or previous years? Don't you think truly, Chief, this is needed? Because it's like it can stand on its own to create employment on its own. I believe it can even create employment without being financed by the government. Don't you think it's actually a good move by the Bola Ahmed Tinubu's led administration?
I will put it to all of us in Nigeria. If you are creating livestock, this thing, you should create crops ministry. Ministry of crops. Crops has a lot of wider this thing than the livestock. Crops department is more than this livestock we are talking about. So, and the food is, it's not a must you eat this fish, meat. It's not a must. Look at now, they have removed the department.
Women like meat. I'm sure Lolo likes meat. Euphemia likes meat. Plenty people like meat. That is needed, Chief.
I said it is not a must that somebody will eat meat.
Okay.
But it's a must that you must eat food. You must, the crops department should be also given opportunity to, as a ministry. You see, Ministry of Agriculture is a wider ministry, quite all right. Yes. If it's are creating, yes, it's okay. Create this one now. Create their crops to have their own way.
Create potato ministry.
Not potato ministry. Don't create potato ministry. Create crops ministry. Ministry of crops.
Okay.
Ministry of crops. Crops is a wider a department managed by only a director. So they should create this. If they are creating. If you create many, no problem. A lot of people will give in a work. Yes, this is good.
Right.
But I want to tell you, they claim there's no money, and when you claim that money, when the farmers have not gotten anything like input this year.
Okay, we'll be talking about that shortly after this very break. Well, Chief got me laughing when you say creating. Anyways, we are not creating anything here. We're only creating good content in the agricultural sphere so that you can be enlightened and educated. Because I tell you, knowledge is power. Thereby, you know what is actually involved in the agricultural sector so that you can actually seize the opportunity to know where you can actually pitch your tent to be able to be self-reliant. Let's go on this short break. When we return, we'll still have himself in the studio talking about Chief Daniel Okafo, Vice President of Farmers Association of Nigeria, and also the President of Farmers Association of Nigeria. Stay tuned and don't go away.
The Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria (ARCN) coordinates the activities of research institutes and is responsible for supervision, regulation, coordination of research activities and programs of higher institutions in Nigeria. And Professor Hamidou Shaributu, since assumption as Executive Secretary of ARCN in April 2020, has solidified the transformation of agriculture in Nigeria through strategic and meaningful execution of research findings for improvement of the agricultural sector.
For grains, we have the parabolic solar dryers. These are specialized solar dryers used for drying agricultural produce such as whole grains, yam and cassava chips, fruits and vegetables more efficiently. It is made of a special material that concentrates the rays of the sun within the enclosure while eliminating harmful ultraviolet radiation. Products dried are free from contaminants and are hygienic.
The parabolic shaped solar dryer is a need-based technology because virtually when we travel all over the country, you will see by the roadside, you see people drying all sorts of agricultural produce. Some spread their own on bare ground, and by the time the vehicles are moving, the dust stay on the products. The reptiles will come, they will eat whatever they can eat, drop their feces and their urine on it, and the owner comes in the evening to pack everything together and still eat that product, and the product has been contaminated, and we feel this is not right, and it is part of our mandate to make sure that we set it right, and that was what led to this, so that we can solve this problem at the grassroots level. Instead of drying by the roadside, drying on just bare ground in their villages, when they have this as a drying center, everybody in the community can bring their product there, spread on the tray, and they get it dry under hygienic condition that is covered. And the dryer also have another property to screen the ultraviolet ray of the sun, which is also can cause hazard to human health.
Welcome to Federal College of Land Resources Technology, Kuru, Jos, Plateau State.
The atomic absorption spectrophotometer is an instrument which is used for the determination of metals that are dissolved in source.
Plantation. Put it
Welcome to Production Farms, where we're going to take you around our production tanks and a practical fisheries and integrated farm. We integrate the farming system with a banana and plantain and so many aquatic animals.
Students and the other youths and women within the community. And this, in the aspect of training, we have two aspects of the fisheries and aquaculture. The fisheries aspect is the way to catch a fish, like a processing aspect, the catching aspect, and then when we come to the aquaculture aspect, is the breeding and then the production unit. In every aspect of agriculture sector, you need to have a seed. So the college here, our mandate is to train how to produce a fish seed, that is the fingerlings. And also, not only the fingerling production also, we also aid in producing manpower from different aspects of the community, different communities. Fishery School Baga is a very long standard. It's established in 1978, of which, for me, let me use of opportunity to say that I am also part and parcel of this college, because I graduated from this college, and that college, the college is more or less of entrepreneurship of the college, where when a student leaves the college, at least can stand by himself. Now, as we are talking about the federal government is now talking about food security. So once if you come out from this college, you can able to at least maintain our training and then also stand by yourself, self-employment.
ARCN
promoting agriculture.
It's good to have you back on your first agriculture TV station. The program is Back to Farm right here. Don't touch your dial once you're locked up to this very frequency. You know why? Because this is the new oil. Yes, like any other country, oil is now beginning to become an obsolete commodity, because agriculture is the new boom anywhere, anytime. Chief, it's good to have you back.
Thank you.
Before we went on that break, you talk about farmers not having inputs. And has this been the trend, or there is a little slight of change in the present administration?
It seems it's a normal thing where I notice what is happening in this country. It's not the way it is when many years ago. It is of recent I noticed that they don't care to give the farmers inputs. And even if they want to bring the input, maybe by November, December, we are talking about the money they went and got from the African Development Bank. They claim that they will give the input for past 3 months now. We are still on it. Up to this moment, nobody has told me that he have received any.
How are the farmers able to go to the farm? I believe all farms are almost green, due for harvest. You said they have not received inputs. How are they able to farm?
Farmers do their own. You see, farming is not, we are not waiting for them, the government. No. I'm just talking this because I'm here to talk, so that the people will hear us. The National Assembly that is talking about money, they are there asking this money that's sent into the Ministry of Agriculture where it is going. They are not sending it. They are not looking at it.
The monies are going to come.
So I am just telling you, the most
disbursed.
important thing is when you want to, the agriculture is not is something you will play with, because now we are talking about food security. Many people are going to hungry. Hungry is not only for the. In fact, the rich are now claiming that there's no money also. If you beg your friends that is having money, you say, it's not. He has no money. And I notice it. If the rich did not have money, what of the poor people? So farmers are trying in any way to. In fact, let me tell you, even if they did not give, for past years they are not giving, and farmers peasant farmers are the people feeding the country. And what are you talking about? Let them continue. One day, I am saying, God forbid, you will see the children on the street.
Okay. We'll not get that. We hope we don't get to that very extent any day, anytime. But then, now, Chief, what is your advice to the new ministry? How do you think is the best model so that we can be able to be sustainable? For me personally, even though recently I saw China now manufacture Gary, and I believe Gary originated from Nigeria. In fact, Nigeria used to be, or I think still, I don't know how correct, the biggest producer of cassava. How do you think is the best way for this already created ministry is going to stay the affairs of livestock so that I can go to the market to get a kg of fish for 1,000 naira? How can we be able to, how can it be efficient? That's the word, simple as that. How can this ministry be efficient, seeing that it is already created? It's not that it's about to be created, because there are some ministries that were created recently, like the blue economy. I don't think I've seen much of the blue economy. It just, blue economy went blue. So what can you say can be done for it to be efficient, for the common man to benefit at the end of it all?
Let me tell you, accountability.
Okay.
If they are actually what they're supposed to be, do the right thing, do the needful, they should be, make sure that they do the right thing. The right thing is simple, giving the right people right attention, and the agriculture, as I'm talking to you, the budget of that ministry should come on January every year. Likewise, the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security. The budget, the people should not play with the budget. The National Assembly should enact a law to make sure that budget of agriculture or livestock should come on by January and not playing with it. I have a supplementary budget, this, and it is a way of corruption. So let us, if the ministry created should do the right thing by leaving the corruption and do the right thing and do the needful, there will be a way out for Nigeria to get the benefit of the new ministry.
Okay. Wow, that's amazing, Chief. Chief, now you talked about farmers not receiving any inputs anytime now. Don't you think, as we speak now, it's too late for any inputs to come? Isn't it too late?
It is not.
Okay. Why? How? This is August.
I'm just telling you, this August. August.
Almost August anyway.
Yes, August. They are still way out, a little way out, for only 2 weeks or 3 weeks now.
It's not late for beans.
It's not late for
maize.
It's not late for maize. Maize. It's not late for maize.
Okay.
They are still doing maize today. I'm talking to you that it's late for yam. It's not late for potato. We are still doing it now. Sweet potato. We are still doing it today, this time around. It's not late for sesame seed. You know sesame seed?
Sesame seed, yeah.
So it's not late for it. It's not late for some of this thing that we can do. And you know, we are talking about irrigation. You see, when you bring it now, you can still use it for irrigation, irrigated area. Yes, but I want to tell people that they should not be playing with agriculture in this country, because food is very, very necessary and everybody need it. And if they want it to come at the right time and to have a good year, they should not, the budget must be January. So that everybody must be January.
All right, the budget must be January, from the words of Chief. Chief, your last words now to the creation of the new ministry.
So
finally, what is your take?
My take is simple. They should do the right thing. Doing the right thing I'm talking about is they should be held responsible and accountable to all what they are going to do. And the one thing about the employment. When they are talking about employing people, they should use a quota system.
What's quota system?
A quota system to do that.
Okay. What's quota system, Chief?
Quota system is using the way Nigeria is created.
The rights.
Right, this
okay.
is by geopolitical areas and other things.
Okay.
Yeah, they should put it in.
The quota system is what Chief is advocating when it comes to picking those capable and able hands that are going to steer the new Ministry of Livestock Department in Nigeria. Well, on that note, we come to the end of the program Back to Farm, the program which is designed and tailored towards making agriculture attractive to you and I and everyone, and also the program that is designed to make sure we find a way to preach the message of rolling your sleeves and let's go back to farm. Reason because food is important as life is important. The doctor you're talking about must eat to do whatsoever it is. The teacher that will go to the classroom needs to eat before he goes to the class. In fact, your president, your politicians, whosoever it is, the clergy, they have to eat to be able to efficiently do whatsoever it is. So you can't do away with food. On that note, we come to the end of the program. My name remains Joshua Isha, your regular host. You can call me your farm guy any day, anytime. See you same time, same station. Bye for now.